Hello children and viewers. So in the previous class, we solved some problems on the average speed and average velocity. So in that class, I made the two mistakes. The first mistake is, I wrote that, I said that 1 meter equal to 1000 centimeter. 1 meter equal to 1000 centimeter. So this is absolutely wrong. This is absolutely wrong. I made a mistake. So actually 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. So these are correct and these are wrong. This is the first mistake. And the second mistake is the third problem. In the third problem I made a mistake. So that is in the third problem, and when I am doing the average speed. So of the third problem. So the third problem is, the body will be cover the d distance is 60 km per hour and another 2d distance is 80 km per hour. So then we have to calculate the average speed. So to calculate the average speed, what is the total distance here? The total distance is d plus 2d. So the total distance. So the total distance is d plus 2d. So that is nothing but 3d. Okay, I calculated this correctly. So problem correctly calculated, sir. Okay, next the mistake is, to find the total time, first of all we have to calculate the time taken to travel d distance and time taken to travel 2d distance. So that is also calculated correctly. That is also calculated correctly. So that is T1 is equal to d by 60 and T2 is equal to 2d by 80. 2d by 80. And the cover correctly, yes, sir. But when I am finding the total time, total time. So the total time equal to T equal to T1 plus T2. So the T1 is nothing but d by 60. So T2, and when I am substituting the T2, I substitute only d by 80. And d by 80 రాశాను. Actually that is 2d by 80. ఇక్కడ ఏం చేయాలంటే d by 80 రాశాను. Actually ఇక్కడ ఏం ఉండాలి? 2d by 80. So ఇక్కడ నేను 2 రాయలేదు. 2 రాయకుండా సింప్లిఫై చేశాను. You have to correct it. And nothing but, total time t equal to, when I do the LCM, 60 80 LCM is the 240. So then with what value the 60 is multiplied? With 4 into d 4d, and plus with what value the 80 will be multiplied to get the 240. So 3 into 2d, that is nothing but 6d. So t equal to 4d plus 6d is nothing but 10d by 240. So 10 1 ja 10 24 ja. So that's why what is the total time? d by 24. d by 24. So ఇక్కడ మిస్టేక్ చేశాను. d by 80 రాసా ఓన్లీ. యాక్చువల్లీ ఏం రాయాలి? 2d by 80 రాయాలి. So total second time, and the time taken to 2d distance is 2d by 80. So this is wrote correctly. But when I am substituting in the T1 plus T2, so I wrote in the place of T2, d by 80. But we have to substitute 2d by 80. And అక్కడ d by 80 రాశాను. రాయాల్సింది ఏం రాయాల్సింది నేను? 2d by 80 రాస్తే, so this is the total time. So then what is the average speed? So the average speed is total distance by total time. So the total distance by total time. So what is the total distance? The total distance is 3d. What is the total time? Total time is d by 24. d by 24. So this dd will be cancelled, then 3 into 24. So 3 into 24 is nothing but 72 km per hour. This is our average speed. So ఇది మిస్టేక్ చేసాం. సింప్లిఫికేషన్ అంటే సబ్స్టిట్యూట్. ఇక t2 దగ్గర సింపుల్ గా నేను d by 80 రాశాను. యాక్చువల్ ఏం రాయాల్సి ఉండే? 2d by 80 రాయాలి. So these are the two mistakes done in the previous class. Now coming to the acceleration. So when the velocity of the body changes with respect to time, so then the body is said to be have acceleration. So when velocity of body changes, when velocity of body changes with respect to time, so then we say that the body is moving with some acceleration. So here changes means the velocity may be increases or the velocity may be decreases, or if the velocity is also changes the direction. And nothing but we can change the velocity in 3 ways. So due to that the body have the acceleration in 3 ways. So So we can change the velocity in three ways. So we can change the velocity of body in three ways. The first one is the when magnitude of the velocity changes by keeping the direction is constant, then we say that the velocity of the body changes. So when magnitude of velocity changes by keeping direction of velocity constant. By keeping the direction of velocity constant. So for example, let us consider it is an inclined plane. Inclined plane is nothing but the plane which is made some angle with the horizontal. So now consider this is a horizontal. So now this is considered a plane which is making some angle. That's why it is called the inclined plane. Now consider, so this is the frictionless inclined plane. It is a frictionless and a highly polished. So now on this inclined plane, so when I drop a ball when time t equal to 0, what you observe? So when this ball, when this ball is moving along the inclined plane, what happened? So the magnitude of velocity changes, but the direction is constant. But the direction is along the inclined plane. It cannot be changes the direction. So nothing but this is the position of the ball when time t equal to 0. Now consider this is the position of the ball when time t equal to 1 second. Now consider this is the position of the ball when time t equal to 2 seconds, and this is the position of the ball when time t equal to 3 seconds. And then now consider, so in the 1 second, so it will be traveled a 5 meter distance, and in next 1 second, now consider, so it will be traveled a 12 meters in next second, and in next second, so let us consider, so it will be traveled 20 meters in next second. And what is happening? So it is covering unequal displacement in equal intervals of time. Unequal distance in equal intervals of time. Unequal displacements in equal intervals of time. So that's why we say that it is an ununiform motion. So in the ununiform motion, what happened? So the velocity of the magnitude of velocity will be changes, but the direction is always in this direction, and nothing but along the inclined plane. This is the direction. This is the direction of the body, and nothing but the direction of the body not changing, and nothing but the direction of velocity cannot be changes, but only which can be changes? The magnitude of velocity will be changes. Now consider, so this is when time t equal to 0, so the velocity is 0, and after time 1 second, so the displacement is 5 meter and the time is 1 second. So that's why the velocity is 5 meter per second, and in the next second. And in the second second, it is traveled how much distance? 12 meters. In the next second. It travels the 12 meters. And after the second second, what is the speed? It is covered in the 12 meters in only 1 second. So that's why its speed is the 12 meter per second. Displacement is a 12 meter and the time interval is a 1 second. And next second, it is traveled 20 meter displacement, but in how much time? In 1 second. So that's why when it reaches the surface of the inclined plane, what is speed? 20 meter per second. So what is happening? So when this ball is traveling along the inclined plane, so the direction of the velocity is always in this direction. Now consider this is the direction of the velocity. So the direction of the velocity is not changing here. The direction of the velocity is not changing. Only what is changing? Only the magnitude. Here the magnitude of velocity is 0. Here after 1 second the magnitude of the velocity is 5 meter second, and in next second 12 meter per second, and next second 20 meter per second. And what is happening here? So the magnitude of the velocity changing, but the direction is not changes. So that's why then we say that the body have the acceleration. Direction of velocity changes by keeping the magnitude of velocity constant. And when direction of velocity changes. So in this case is also we say that the velocity changes. So by keeping magnitude is constant. By keeping magnitude of velocity constant. So when the direction of velocity changes, also velocity will be changes by keeping the magnitude is constant. So for example, let us consider, so this is a circle of radius r. So now along the circumference of the circle, now consider an object is moving. This object and the object is moving with a constant speed. Now consider, so at point A, so now consider, so the velocity or the speed will be considered 2 meter per second, and now it will be reaches to B place is also considered. So the speed is also 2 meter per second, or velocity is 2 meter per second, or magnitude of velocity is 2 meter per second, and it will be reaches to C place is also considered 2 meter per second, and then let's consider when it reaches to D place is also considered the speed will be, or the magnitude of velocity will be 2 meter per second. And then now when this object is moving along this circumference of the circle, what is happening? The magnitude is constant. And when this object is moving along the circumference of the circle, so at every point, what is happening? The magnitude of velocity is constant. Here 2 meter per second. Here is also 2 meter per second. Here is also 2 meter per second. Here is also 2 meter per second. Now consider, but when it is traveling in the anti-clock direction, so if I draw a tangent at this point, tangent. Now this is the direction of velocity at this point. Again, when I draw the tangent here, now this is the direction of velocity. So now when I draw a tangent, now this is the direction of velocity. So at D point is also when I draw the tangent, this is the direction of velocity. And nothing but when the body is moving along the circumference of circle with constant speed, and nothing but by when the direction of the velocity changes, by keeping the magnitude of velocity is constant. And in this case, we are keeping the magnitude is constant. Magnitude is constant, but here what is changing? Direction is changing. So in this case also, so the velocity will be changes. So then the body is have some acceleration. The body is said to be moving with some acceleration. So here only the magnitude is same, but the direction will be different. So that's why we can say that the direction of the velocity changes. In this case also, the body have the acceleration. And now coming to the third way. So the third way is nothing but by changing, but nothing but when both direction and magnitude of velocity changes. So in this case also we say that the velocity changes with respect to time, then the body have the acceleration. For example, the example is, let us consider, so it is a simple pendulum, and nothing but when a metal bob, this is called the metal bob, when a metal bob is suspended with help of a thread from a roof or ceiling. So again when it is pulled aside, and released, అంటే దీన్ని ఒక పక్కకు లాగి వదిలి పెట్టారనుకోండి, when it is pulled aside and released, so then what happened? Now it will be undergo the simple harmonic motion. Later we discuss simple harmonic motion, SHM, simple harmonic motion. And in this case what happened? So now the magnitude will be changes, the magnitude of velocity changes, and the direction of velocity changes. So now this is the direction at this point, this is the direction at this point, and this is the direction at this point. Direction will be changes, and as well as magnitude. For example, here consider, here the velocity will be 2 meter per second. So here now consider the velocity will be 0. Now consider here the velocity will be 2 meter per second. Now consider again here the velocity 0 meter per second. And what is happening? So now both the magnitude and as well as direction, both will be changes. So in this case also we can say that the body have some acceleration. And nothing but So we can change the velocity in three ways. So due to that, the body have the acceleration in three ways. So now coming to the definition of the acceleration. Definition of the acceleration. Definition of acceleration. So the acceleration definition is nothing but the rate of change of velocity is called as acceleration. So rate of change of velocity. Rate of change of velocity. Rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. Rate of change of velocity will be called as what? Acceleration. So the acceleration is denoted with the letter small a. So the acceleration. This is the definition of acceleration. This is the definition of acceleration. So the acceleration is denoted with the letter small a. This is a symbol of acceleration. So now this a is symbol of acceleration. And the acceleration is denoted with a letter with a, small a. And the formula for acceleration, a is equal to change in velocity by change in time. Change in velocity. Change in velocity by change in time. Change in velocity by change in time. And nothing minus t1 by t2 minus t1, or final velocity minus initial velocity by t2 minus t1, and tf minus tf. Final time minus initial time. And now coming to the unit, SI unit. So the SI unit of acceleration is, so change in velocity is nothing but meter per second, but the change in time is in second, that's a meter per second square. Meter per second square. And CGS unit will be centimeter per second square. Centimeter per second. Acceleration is a vector. Acceleration is a vector. Vector means acceleration has direction. Acceleration is a vector. Vector means it has direction. It has direction. It has a direction. If velocity increases, so that is said to be positive acceleration. The acceleration is said to be positive acceleration. And in this case, the direction of velocity is same as direction of acceleration. If velocity increases, that acceleration is said to be positive acceleration. And in this case, so the direction of velocity is same as the direction of acceleration. That is nothing but in which direction the velocity is acting, the acceleration is also acting in the same direction. And next one, if the velocity of the body is decreases with respect to time, so then we say that so the acceleration is negative. The acceleration is negative acceleration. So this negative acceleration is also called as deceleration or retardation. Negative acceleration is called deceleration or retardation. And nothing but if the velocity of the body decreases, so that acceleration is called deceleration. If velocity of the body decreases, so the body have the negative acceleration, then it is called the deceleration or retardation. So in this case, the velocity and the direction of velocity and the direction of acceleration are opposite. So in this case, and the velocity decreases, so now this is the direction of velocity and now this is the direction of acceleration, and they are in opposite direction. If the velocity decreases, the direction of velocity is exactly opposite to the direction of acceleration, and nothing but they are in quite opposite direction. And next one, if the velocity is constant, if the velocity is constant, if the velocity is constant, or if the velocity is zero, so then so the acceleration is zero. Then the acceleration is said to be zero. If the velocity is not changes, constant means changes, not changes. Sorry, velocity constant means not changes. If the velocity is constant or if the velocity is zero, then the acceleration is also. Now coming to the uniform accelerated motion and non-uniform accelerated motion. So uniform accelerated motion means, so when change in velocity, when change in velocity is same, when change in velocity is same in equal intervals of time, equal intervals of time. In equal intervals of time, so then that motion is said to be uniform accelerated motion. And in this uniform accelerated motion, so the acceleration is constant and the acceleration cannot be changes. The acceleration cannot be changes. So now consider, so this is when a body is considered traveling along a straight line. Let us consider the body is traveling along a straight line. So now consider when time t equal to 0, the velocity will be 0. When time t equal to 1 second, so the velocity will be 2 meter per second. And when the time t equal to 2 seconds, so the velocity will be 4 meter per second. And when the time t equal to 3 seconds, now consider the velocity will be 6 meter per second. Now observe. So now I am divide the time into equal intervals. So in the equal intervals time, so what is happening? The change in velocity is same. So during 0 second to 1 second, the change in velocity is 2 minus 0, nothing but 2 meter per second. During the first second to second second, the change in velocity is 4 minus 2, that is nothing but 2 meter per second. And again, when the time is second second to third second, the change in velocity is 6 minus 4, and nothing but 2 meter per second. And for every 1 second, what is the change in velocity? The velocity is changing 2 meter per second, and for every 1 second, the change in velocity will be same. And for every 1 second, the velocity is increasing by 2 meter per second. It is increasing, velocity is increasing. When the velocity is increased, then only the body has the acceleration. So now if I calculated the acceleration, so for every 1 second, and during the 0 second to 1 second, 0 second to 1 second, so what is the acceleration formula? That is consider the acceleration is a1 or a0. So okay, the acceleration during the 0 second to 1 second, I am going to calculate. So what is the acceleration? Change in velocity by change in time. What is the change in velocity? So 2 minus 0. 2 minus 0. What is the change in time? 1 minus 0. So that's why 2 meter per second by second. And nothing but what is the acceleration? 2 meter per second square. And next, during the time 1 second to second. Now during the 1 second to the second second, what is the acceleration? The acceleration is nothing but change in velocity. What is change in velocity? 4 minus 2. So what is the change in time? 2 minus 1. Nothing but 4 minus 2 is nothing but 2 meter per second by 1 second, and nothing but 2 meter per second square. And again during the second second to third second, what is the acceleration? Change in velocity. What is the change in velocity? 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4 by what is the change in time? Third second minus second second, and 3 minus 2, and 2 meter per second by 1 second. That is nothing but 2 meter per second square. And what is happening? So in the journey, what is happening? Velocity is increasing. Initially 0, 2 meter per second, 4 meter per second, 6 meter per second. But the changes in velocity will be same in equal intervals of time. And when we calculate the acceleration is not same, but a constant. So this type of motion is said to be uniform accelerated motion. Uniform accelerated motion. And for example, so when I drop a stone, what happened? Now it will have some acceleration. So that acceleration is said to be not when this body will be when I drop a stone, what is happening? The body is freely falling. So when the body is freely falling, so that type of motion is said to be uniform accelerated motion. Uniform accelerated motion. So under the gravitational force of Earth. And now coming to the non-uniform acceleration. So non-uniform acceleration means nothing but, so when change in velocity is increases or decreases. Nothing but this time the change in the velocity is not same. That may be increase or that may be decreases. When the change in velocity is increase or decreases in equal intervals of time. In equal intervals of time. In equal intervals of time. So then that motion is said to be non-uniform azimuthal motion. So when change in velocity is increases or decreases in equal intervals of time, then the type of motion is said to be non-uniform accelerated motion. So in this case, so the acceleration is not constant. The acceleration is not constant. It can be changes. It can be changes. For example, consider so a body is traveling along a straight line. Along a straight line. Now consider when time t equal to 0, so the velocity will be 0 meter per second. And when time t equal to 1 second, let us consider the velocity will be 2 meter per second. And when time t equal to 2 seconds or second, the velocity will be considered 5 meter per second. And now consider, so when time t equal to 3 seconds, so now the velocity will be considered, 10 meter per second. And when time t equal to 4 seconds, let us consider the velocity will be 13 meter per second or 14 meter per second. So what is happening? So that now I am dividing the time into equal intervals. So in the first second, during the 0 second to 1 second, what is the change in velocity? 2 minus 0 and 2 meter per second. During the first second to second, what is change in velocity? 5 minus 2 and nothing but during the 0 second to 1 second, what is change in velocity? The change in velocity is 2 minus 0 and nothing but 2 minus 0. Is nothing but what? 2 meter per second. Change in velocity is equivalent to delta V. Consider. What is the change in velocity? 2 meter per second. And during the 0 second to 1 second, what is the change in velocity? The change in velocity 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 is nothing but what? 3 meter per second. And increasing. And again during the second to third second, first second to second, and next second to third second, what is the change in velocity? The change in velocity is nothing but 10 minus 5. 10 minus 5 is nothing but what? 5 meter per second. And during the third second to fourth second, what is the change in velocity? The change in velocity is nothing but 14 minus 10. 14 minus 10 and nothing but what? 4 meter per second. But now the change in the velocity is not same. But in this case, the change in the velocity for every 1 second, 2 meter per second, 2 meter per second, 2 meter per second. But here, during the 0 second to 1 second, 2 meter per second. During the first second to second, 3 meter per second. During the second to third second, 5 meter per second. And during the third second to fourth second is 4 meter per second. And nothing but the velocity is change. The change in velocity is not same. It may be increasing or decreasing. So now up to here increases and after that decreases. So that's why this type of motion is said to be non-uniform accelerated motion. So in this non-uniform accelerated motion, so if we calculate the acceleration is not constant. So now during this 0 second to 1 second, what is the change in time? Change in time is 1 second. Here is also change in time is 1 second. Here is also change in time is 1 second. Here is also change in time is 1 second. So now what is the acceleration during the 0 second to 1 second? The acceleration formula is change in velocity to change in time. And delta V by delta V. So the change in velocity is nothing but 2 meter per second. 2 meter per second by change in time is 1 second. Nothing but 2 meter per second square. During the 0 second to first second. And during the 1 second to first second to second, so the acceleration is change in velocity by change in time. And nothing but 3 meter per second by 1 second. Nothing but 3 meter per second square. And during the second to third second, the acceleration is change in velocity by change in time. And nothing but 5 meter per second by 1 second. That is nothing but 5 meter per second square. And during the third second to fourth second, what is the change in velocity? The change in velocity is 4 meter per second. 4 meter per second by 1 second. Nothing but 4 meter per second square. And what is happening? The acceleration is also not the same. It is also changing. So from 0, so during during the 0 second to the 3rd second, the acceleration is increasing, and during the 3rd second to 4th second, the acceleration will be decreases. And nothing but in this case, in the in the non-uniform accelerated motion, the acceleration is not constant, but in the uniform accelerated motion, the acceleration will be constant. This is about the uniform accelerated motion and non-uniform accelerated motion. So now coming to the problems. But while solving the problem, the important points is, so if the speed is in kilometer per hour, so the time must be in hours. If the speed will be in so coming to the problems. So if speed is or velocity, if the velocity is kilometer per hour, so then the time must be in hour. If the time must be in hour. If the velocity is in meter per second, so the time must be in second. Otherwise, you have to convert. For example, if the speed is in kilometer per hour, if the time is in minutes or second, you have to convert into hours. If the speed is in meter per second, so then if the time is in hour or minutes, you have to convert into second. And next one is that you have to remember, if the body is starting from rest, if the body is starting from rest, if the body is starting from rest is given, and nothing but that initial velocity is 0 and initial velocity u is 0 or starting velocity is 0. So after traveling some distance, if the body come to rest, if the body come to rest, if the body come to rest is given. If the body come to rest means the final velocity is 0. The final velocity is 0. If the body starting from rest means initial velocity is 0. So if the body come to rest, the final velocity will be 0. So coming to the first problem. A bus decreases its speed from 80 km per hour to 60 km per hour in 5 seconds. Find the acceleration. Find the acceleration. A body decreases its speed from 80 km to 60 km per hour in 5 seconds. Find the acceleration. And nothing but in this, the speed is decreasing. That's why this acceleration is called as a negative acceleration. So what is the initial speed? The initial speed is 80 km per hour. So the initial speed can be represented with a letter u. So u is equal to what? 80 km per hour. And what is the final speed? The final speed is the 60 km per hour, and the v. V is the 60 km per hour. And this, what is the time taken by the bus to decrease the 80 to 65 seconds? And nothing but, so this is the change in time. The change in time is represented with delta t. So that is nothing but what? 5 seconds. Now what is the change in velocity? The change in velocity is nothing but delta v. So that is nothing but, so v minus v. Change in velocity is nothing but final velocity minus initial velocity. So the v is represent nothing but final velocity, u represent the initial velocity, remember. So now what is the change in velocity? The change in velocity is nothing but v minus u. So what is v? V is nothing but 60 minus u. U is nothing but what here? 80. So both are in the kilometer per hour. So that's why the change in velocity is, so 20 kilometer minus 20 kilometer per hour. So minus represent here decrease in the velocity or decrease in the speed. Now but here the speed is in kilometer per hour, the time is in second. That's why you have to convert into hour. Otherwise, if the time is in second, so you have to convert into, this is changing velocity will be into meter per second, your choice. But I am converting the time into hours. So that's why the time, change in time is equal to seconds. Seconds is to 1. So 1 hour equal to how many seconds? 1 hour equal to how many seconds? 3600 seconds. 3600 seconds. So that's why 5 seconds is there. That's why 5 by 3600 hours. So this is the change in time. Because 1 hour equal to 60 minutes and 60 into 60. That is 3600 seconds. In the same way, 1 second equal to how many hours means what? So 1 by 3600. 1 by 3600 hours. So that's why here how many seconds are there? 5 seconds. That's why 5 into 1 by 3600. So this is the change in time. Now what is the acceleration? The acceleration is nothing but what is the acceleration formula? Final velocity minus initial velocity by change in time, and nothing but t2 minus t1. So or the change in velocity by change in time. So what is the change in velocity? Minus 20 km per hour by, so what is change in time? 5 by 3600 hours. So that's why the acceleration will be how much? So 5 1 are 5, 4 are, and the minus 4 into 3600. So denominator of denominator is there, if you go to the numerator, that's why the kilometer per hour square. The kilometer by hour square. So the acceleration is nothing but how much? 0 into 4 0, 0 into 4 0, 0, sorry. So what is the acceleration? The acceleration is nothing but 4 into 0 0, 4 into 0 0, 4 into 6 24 up to, so 4 into 3 12. So 12 plus 2 14. So this is minus 14,400 kilometer by hour square. So this is the acceleration of the bus, but it is showing minus, so that's why it is called a negative acceleration. It is the negative acceleration. Otherwise you can also convert it into meter per second. So A is equal to minus 14,400 into, so kilometer means what? 1000 meter by 1 hour. Hour is equal to how many seconds? So 3600 into hour square, 3600. So these two zeros will be cancelled, and these two zeros will be cancelled. So next, so 3 1s are 3 12s are, and next one, so 3 4s are 12, and 3 8s are nothing but 12 1s are 12 4s are. So next 4 1s are 4 9s are. Nothing but what is the acceleration? Minus 10 by 9 meter per second square. So this is in kilometer per hour square, and this is in meter per second square. So what is the acceleration? That is acceleration is minus 10 by 9 meter per second square. And now coming to the second problem. What is second problem? A train starting from railway station, and where it started? From railway station, and moving with uniform acceleration, and nothing but the acceleration is constant, but velocity will be changes. The changes in velocity will be equal, and attains a speed of 40 km per hour in 10 minutes. So find the acceleration. So but in the problem what is given is a train starting from railway station, and nothing but, so what is given? Given that the initial velocity or the initial speed is 0. That is a given. A train starting from railway station, and nothing but it started, starting from rest anamata. So that's why you have to take the u equal to 0, already I told you. And moving with uniform acceleration attains a speed of 40 km per hour. This can be taken as the final speed. So that is 40 km per hour. In how much time? 10 minutes, and the changing time is what? 10 minutes. But the time is in minutes, and the speed is in kilometer per hour. So that's a better to convert this into hours. So 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. In the same way, that's why, so 1 minute equal to 1 by 60 hours. So that's why change in time equal to 10 by 60 hours. So generally 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. So in the same way, that's why 1 minute equal to how much? 1 minute equal to 1 by 60 hours. So 1 minute equal to 1 by 60 hours. So 10 minutes is equal to 10 by 60. Now find the acceleration. The acceleration formula is what? Change in velocity. What is the change in velocity? The change in velocity is delta v, is nothing but, so v minus u. So delta v equal to v minus u. V means how much? 40. U means 0. So that's a change in velocity is how much? 40 km per hour. Now acceleration is nothing but change in velocity by change in time. So what is the change in velocity? The change in velocity is 40 km per hour. By what is change in time? Change in time is 10 by 60. 10 by 60 hours. So 10 1s are 10 4s are. So equal to 4 into 60 kilometer by hour square. And nothing but acceleration is 240 kilometer by hour square. But it is in kilometer by hour square. You have to convert into meter per second. So that acceleration is equal to 240 kilometer and 240 kilometer, and a kilo means 1000 meters by hour square, and nothing but hour square is equal to 3600 into 3600 seconds square. 3000 into 3600, sorry, 3600 into 3600 seconds square. 3600 second into 3600 second, nothing but second square. So now these two zeros cancel, and these 20 also cancel. So 4 6 are 4 9s are nothing but 6 1s are 6 6s are. So the acceleration is equal to how much? The acceleration is equal to 1 by 9 6 are 54. So 1 by 54 meter per second square. So this is the acceleration of the body in meter per second square.